staring at a stack of your favorite movies that you literally can't watch. Your new laptop has no drive. Your smart TVs can't play them. That classic DVD collection feels more like a plastic brick collection. But what if you could set those movies free? Watch them on your phone, your tablet, your laptop, or your TV, anywhere, anytime with no discs required. Sounds perfect, right? Well, it's beyond easy. And in this video, I'm going to show you the single best way to digitize your entire DVD collection in the highest quality. This is DVDFab DVD Ripper. Here's why DVDFab is the undisputed champion. It rips any DVD, even the newest ones, with tough copy protection. It works flawlessly on both Mac and Windows. It uses hardware acceleration to rip movies at lightning speed. It preserves every bit of that original high-quality video and audio. And it even has a powerful built-in editor so you can customize everything. Convinced? Here's how you do it. It's so simple. So just go to DVDFab.cn and then you hover over DVDFab. And then you scroll down. And then you click on DVD Ripper for Mac. And it should be noted that DVDFab DVD Ripper supports both Mac and Windows. If you use Windows, click on Windows and download it. If you use Mac, click on Mac and download it. So to download, there are two options. But for this demonstration only, we'll click on Try for free. And because I'm using Mac, it will show these two options here, Mac with Intel chip or Mac with Apple chip. Because I'm using my Mac with Intel chip, so I'll click on this one here and it will start downloading. Once it's finished downloading, you can start installing it just like a normal application. Just double click, copy into the applications folder and you're ready to go. Once you're done, open the app. Here's the app, DVDFab 13. Click on it. And it will greet you with this welcome page. Just click on Start DVD 13. This is what it looks like. So let me make it bigger. So for this demonstration only, I'm going to show you how to rip your DVD into MP4 format, which is a universal format for every smart device on the market right now. So to add your DVD, you click on Add Source. And here, you can use the image file like INI, ISO, IMG, and or G file. If you insert your physical DVD directly into your DVD drive, you can do so as well, right here. You just click on your DVD drive, it will start open. And here's my DVD called 12K Animals Film. Now, you can also select other output profile by clicking here, click on Choose Other Profile. And right here, you can select the format you want, not just MP4, but you can also convert it to AVI, Flash, M2TS, MKV, MOV, and so on. You can also filter it by clicking on this here, like 3D, pass-through, 4K, H265, and so on. You can also select for web optimized like YouTube or AI HDR up converter or AI upscaler, hi-fi audio or just audio. You can also convert it for a specific device by clicking on device here. It can be converted for Kindle Fire, for Apple, Barnes & Noble, BlackBerry, Box, Google, HTC, and so on. So once again, for this demonstration only, I would choose MP4. And if you have more than one titles for your DVD, you can also click to choose other titles. But in my case, I only have one title, so I just leave it like that. Next, DVDFab also allows you to preview the DVD that you convert before you actually convert it to see if you like it or not. So if you want to preview it first, you click on preview here. It will show you the DVD. You can also make changes to the video and audio options by clicking on Advanced Settings here. So right here, by default, this is what it selects for you. For the video options, you have video codec H264. You can leave it like that. Resolution, I would change it. Alright, let me choose something higher. For encoding method, you can change it to CRF for high quality encoding too, but I would stick with this. For video quality, I would just leave it to high quality. Bitrate, you can also change that too if you know what you're doing. If you want to make changes, you can also move this cursor here. It will change for you. Frame rate you also can change. Let's say I change it to 2997. Once everything is what you needed, you click on OK. So you can see at the moment, because I make changes to it, it become custom now. And the size of the converted video will be about 5 gigabytes. Next, you can also make changes to the video. You can edit or cut the part that you don't want out before you want to convert it by clicking on video edit here. So for crop here, you can crop it, the size of it, to make it smaller like that. I only want this area here. I don't want a top area, so just move it here. You can also rotate it. So in this situation, I would like to crop the top a little bit like so. So this part will be removed, and then go to effect. You can also change the brightness, contrast, saturation, white balance as well. Watermark, you can add watermark to it as well. Let's say I want to put my world and just stick it here as my watermark. Subtitle, if you have your customized subtitle, you can add it to here as well, but I don't, so I just leave it like that. Audio, you can adjust the volume as well. And if your video has some kind of background noise, you can also tick to denoise it. Speed, you can change the speed as well. Video playback, you can adjust speed to slower or faster. It's up to you. Once you're okay with everything, you click on OK. Next, you can also trim the video as well. So this is the whole video. You can also remove the parts you don't want. So cut this area and this area as well. This section will be gone, this section will be gone, and I click on OK. Last but not least, you take a look at your video output. Right now, I leave it on my desktop. You can also make changes to it by clicking on this folder icon here. Select where you want to save your video. If you have an external SSD, you want it to rip directly into the drive, you can do so as well. But for me, I would just let it rip and save on my computer first before I copy to my external SSD. So I would leave it on desktop where I can access it easily, and I click on open. So now my destination folder will be on my desktop. Once everything is checked out, you can click on start to start the conversion process. It won't take long, just sit tight and wait. If you make use of hardware acceleration engine to convert your DVD faster, just sit tight and relax. Okay, now the conversion process has been completed. Just click on OK. And here is the converted video. You can see the ending is MP4. If you take a look at the size of this file, it is 5.4 gigabytes. So let's view it to see what it looks like. You can see here that I put my watermark, my world here, so it sticks there. So as you can see that the video works perfectly. So with DVDFab Ripper, all your worries about physical DVD video collection will be no more. You can just make use of this app and convert all your physical DVDs into digital formats for easy access. Once again, if you're interested in the app, all the links are in the description. You can check it out. This is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what we do, please give us a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe for more useful videos in the future. Have a great day, guys. See you in the next video.